In the world of R&B, the relationship between Usher and TLC's Chilli once stood as a beacon of young black love. With their undeniable chemistry and crossover appeal, fans were enamored by their public displays of affection and appearances in each other's music videos. But behind the glamour, their love story was complicated, marred by infidelity, emotional hurt, and, allegedly, deep-rooted trauma stemming from Usher's mentorship under Sean Diddy Combs. While Usher's cheating is well documented and openly discussed by Chilli, particularly in interviews after their breakup, a new conversation has been taking place. The question is no longer just why Usher cheated, but rather what happened to him that may have influenced his decisions, behavior, and ability to love in a healthy way. Chilli's revelation: the ultimate betrayal. In 2004, Chilli shocked fans when she publicly stated on Atlanta's Q100 Burt show that Usher had committed the ultimate no, cheating, and that she would never take him back. "It's a done deal," she said emphatically. The heartbreak was clear, and it was later echoed during her appearance on VH1's Behind the Music, where she recounted confronting Usher about rumors she had heard. "He admitted it," she said. "I felt like a fool. Like everybody knew something I didn't." Despite the betrayal, Chilli has consistently spoken of Usher with affection, even in pain. In a 2013 interview with US Weekly, she referred to him as her first adult love, someone she would always love forever. That kind of emotional nuance, the ability to love someone while holding them accountable, made Chilli's perspective both powerful and heartbreaking. But what if Usher's betrayal wasn't just about being a typical unfaithful celebrity boyfriend? What if it stemmed from something far darker, far more complex? Usher and Diddy, the Puffy Flavor camp and allegations. Usher met Chilli after signing to LaFace Records, but prior to that, he was under the mentorship of Diddy. At just 14 years old, Usher moved from Atlanta to New York to live with Diddy, where he entered what many have dubbed Puffy Flavor Camp, a euphemistic name with increasingly disturbing implications. In a now famous interview on Club Shay Shay, Usher praised Diddy for teaching him the business, but insiders and observers have long suspected there was much more going on. Gene Deal, one of Diddy's former security guards, claimed to have seen men running naked out of Diddy's hotel room. Others, including rapper Jaguar Wright, alleged that Diddy was involved in highly inappropriate, non-consensual encounters behind closed doors, one involving Christopher Williams being walked in on during a compromising act. Even Exhibit, in a podcast appearance, detailed how a seemingly innocent New Year's Eve party, hosted by Diddy, turned into what he described as the gayest night of his life, citing strange and hypersexual behavior at a club Diddy brought him to. So what does this have to do with Usher? According to reports, Diddy's behavior may have directly impacted the young Usher. There are unconfirmed rumors suggesting that something traumatic occurred between Diddy and Usher that resulted in Usher being hospitalized. While Usher has never confirmed these claims, he once told Essence magazine that he would save some stuff about his time with Diddy for my book one day, suggesting that there is more to the story than the public knows. Trauma, intimacy, and the fallout with Chilli. If Usher was indeed a victim of abuse or exploitation during his time under Diddy's mentorship, it might explain his inability to maintain a healthy romantic relationship with Chilli. Psychological trauma, especially if it involves sexuality, control, and betrayal at a young age, can shape a person's entire worldview. It can lead to emotional detachment, infidelity, insecurity, and a deep mistrust of intimacy. Chilli, as someone who was there during that period of Usher's life, likely witnessed more than she ever revealed. While she never directly implicated Diddy in any wrongdoing, her comments over the years reflect a complex mixture of heartbreak, compassion, and awareness that something was fundamentally wrong. The DL rumors and industry whispers for years, Usher has been the subject of rumors about his sexuality. Wendy Williams, Dwight Eubanks, and others have hinted that Usher may be living a double life. While speculation about a celebrity's sexuality often veers into disrespectful territory, the rumors in Usher's case are frequently tied to alleged trauma during his formative years in the industry. One source claimed that after a performance, Usher joined a group of mostly gay men at a nightclub and was seen getting particularly close to an older man. The same source stated, "At first I couldn't believe my eyes. But then I thought, this is Chelsea, so anything goes." Again, this doesn't prove anything, but it speaks to the ongoing narrative that Usher's experiences as a young artist under Diddy's mentorship might have blurred his boundaries, created unresolved internal conflicts, or contributed to a lifelong struggle with identity and trust. Usher and Justin Bieber. A repeated cycle? Another concerning claim circulating in recent years is that Usher may have repeated the cycle with Justin Bieber. When Bieber was a teen, he was taken under Usher's wing and began spending time with Diddy, just as Usher had done before him. Diddy even promised Bieber lavish gifts, including cars and mansions. There's footage of Bieber looking visibly uncomfortable as Diddy questioned him about why he no longer spent time with him. This has led some to speculate, though without solid evidence, that whatever Usher experienced with Diddy may have been passed down or enabled. Some critics have gone so far as to accuse Usher of transitioning from victim to cooperative agent, a chilling accusation that suggests complicity. Again, there's no hard evidence, but the optics, the repetition, and the whispers create an undeniably unsettling pattern. The lawsuit and the Super Bowl clue. In a lawsuit filed by producer Lil Rod against Diddy, a redacted passage refers to a male artist who performed at the Super Bowl and held a successful Las Vegas residency, both major accomplishments associated with Usher. In the suit, Diddy allegedly boasted about sexual encounters with this artist and another well-known rapper. While the name was not disclosed, many assume the artist referenced was Usher. If true, this could confirm long-standing rumors and perhaps explain why Usher has remained relatively silent, possibly out of fear, guilt, trauma, or NDA restrictions. So, is Usher a victim or an enabler? That's the core question now haunting this conversation. Is Usher someone we should view with empathy and compassion, a survivor of a toxic industry and predatory mentorship? Or has he crossed a line from victim to participant? There's no easy answer, particularly in a world where most of the details remain alleged or buried under layers of secrecy and legal silence. What is clear, though, is that the entertainment industry needs to start answering for how it treats young, impressionable artists, especially Black male artists who are often hypersexualized, commodified, and tossed into environments with little regard for their safety or emotional development. Final thoughts. Waiting for the truth. Usher once hinted he would tell his story one day. That day can't come soon enough. Until then, all we have are pieces of a disturbing puzzle. A boy sent to live with Diddy at 14, a toxic mentorship riddled with questionable behavior, a heartbreaking relationship with Chilli tainted by cheating and distance, and a legacy marred by both brilliance and secrets. As fans, observers, and critics, we owe it to survivors everywhere to ask the hard questions, resist dismissing allegations as gossip, and push for a culture where truth-telling isn't punished but honored. Because in the end, whether you believe Usher is a victim, an enabler, or something in between, one thing remains crystal clear. This story is far from over.